we got some big breaking news coming at us, courtesy of Disney and Marvel winning a settlement with the Ditko estate. Something we talked about last year, which put a lot of people into fear mode because Marvel was in trouble of losing the rights to Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and other characters was very possible. But things have been worked out, and now Marvel permanently owns those characters. So the better part of the last 2 years, Marvel has been locked in a sort of rights battle, if you will, in the court system in relation to a lot of Marvel characters. And these characters specifically connect to artist Steve Ditko, who had a hand in creating many of these characters, from Doctor Strange to Iron Man to Spider-Man to countless others. Now, of course, back in the day when a lot of these contracts were formed, they weren't even contracts. You were just sort of hired and you did the work and then you stepped away, and if you got any sort of residual payment, it was a miracle. It was just a different time. Obviously, as IPs and rights and everything continued to evolve, everybody saw, hey, there's a lot of money to be made here. So the Ditko estate naturally was like, hold up. Steve Ditko created, co-created, drew many of these characters. We should probably be paid. Yeah, that's a winning combo. You should. So that's what the lawsuit was over. Well, it was officially settled. As it turns out, on the morning of December 6th, it's all said and done. And essentially, Marvel and Disney agreed. Yes, Steve Ditko was hired to do work per page. So when these characters were first drawn, and if he drew them, they're technically part of his history portfolio. And obviously, he was paid per page, which means he was technically employed in some way. And again, back in the day, you didn't have to technically be an employee, and that's kind of what all this was over. And yeah, it's been resolved. We don't know the numbers. We're probably never going to find out. But they resolved it. Marvel now owns all the characters. Ditko gets the appropriate monetary, or the Ditko estate gets the appropriate monetary compensation going forward and in the back, and whatever was backdated, and it's all said and done. And honestly, this was always the way it was going to go. It was probably just a matter of how many zeros are at the end of this agreement, and they worked that out. So it's been worked out, and you don't have to worry about any Marvel characters leaving Marvel again.